All right, guys, y'all should be able to hear me now. Yep. Can y'all hear me now?
I'm looking to see what. Oh, I think it's coming back up. Let me go.
Let me know, guys. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, that's good.
All right. It's a little delay. So yeah, man. So for those of you who don't go live on a regular basis, sometimes StreamYard, I guess, and I leave my Mac up. Sometimes StreamYard kind of captures whatever it captures. I don't update or whatever. So that's my bad. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Probably was my fault anyway. But thank y'all for jumping on. We'll do the introduction again. Grand Rising. This is the Blank Spot. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier, guys. We're located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina, and today is $2 Sublimation Tuesday. So, like I said, when you guys couldn't hear me, a lot of y'all been practicing for this time of the year. A lot of y'all been practicing all year, so you can make your gifts, so you can go into the holiday gifts at work, holiday gift, I guess the gift pool, you exchange gifts at
Yeah.
work, so you can make these gifts for your family, your friends, so you can save money, man, so you can be unique and so you can show off your talents. Well, one thing that I learned is with sublimation, which is a process like every other process, but it's a little different. Sublimation is a process that a lot of people are not gonna get, and the reason why a lot of people are not gonna get sublimation is because you're trying to make sublimation do what you want it to do. Um, I mean, you can get mad at it, you can throw it on the ground, you can kick it, you can punch it, you can slap it. But if you don't understand the rules, you're not going to be good at it.
Right.
And that's the simple truth about sublimation. Sublimation is an ink dye process which uses a high polyester fabric or poly coating
Polycoated
substrate
substrate. Yep.
to dye that ink onto that fabric or that substrate, whether
Yep.
it's a shirt, a hoodie, whether it's a blanket, uh, whether it's a pillowcase, or any type of drinkware. Okay, it has to have that poly coating. Now, there's other types of fabrics that work with that as well, like rayon, satin,
Mm-hmm.
silk, things like that.
Yeah.
Things that are not natural, they will work with sublimation. But you have to know that. And there's a lot of people who are upset about their outcome of sublimation. As a matter of fact, I follow a group, not because I need to know how to do sublimation, but I follow a group for beginners.
Yeah.
And I see it all the time. And they're not getting the information that they need. The first thing I think that anybody who's going to do sublimation or wants to do sublimation needs to do, the first thing I think you need to do is I think you need to do your research. You need to read
Mm-hmm.
what sublimation is and how sublimation is actually supposed to work. So we do have a blog on our site. You can go to our website, theblankspot.com, and you can read that blog. It's free to read. The frustration builds up when the things that you want to do doesn't turn out the way you want. I want
Mm-hmm.
you to think about I want you to think about sales. I want you to think about corporations. I want you to think about how people make money. These corporations and companies make money based off of the things that you say that you want to do. So if you want to put a full color transfer on a dark garment, then and you want to do it using sublimation, then somebody out there is going to make it happen. They're going to make it to where you can do it. But that's not sublimation. That's a hack.
It's a hack.
Um, so now you get a result, you don't like the result, and now you're kicking sublimation around like it's something bad, when all actuality you did the exact opposite of what sublimation is. So in order to understand sublimation, you have to read about it, you have to practice it, you have to try it. You got
Mm-hmm.
medium, you got medium pressure when you're pressing, you got heavy pressure with certain substrates, different things that you're going to be able to do.
Yeah.
And you got to know the difference. It's not a one size fits all.
Yeah. Sublimation is a science, and when you first starting out, you are going to mess up. You're gonna mess up shirts. You're gonna mess up tumblers until you get it right. But you have to keep going, because you have to get in there to where you're perfecting what you want to do. So if you want to do tumblers, then just know that, yeah, you're going to mess some up depending on the process that you use. You know, you're going to have to figure your shirts out. You know, you have some shirts that are thin. You have some that are not thin when it comes to the polyester, and then the count of polyester. So all that stuff is going to matter when it comes to sublimation.
So now the next thing about sublimation, as Dee was saying, understanding the different fabrics and the different things, but there's 7 things that are essential to making your sublimation project bang, pop, right? And because sublimation has become so accessible, because buying printers and then converting them has become so easy, because every crafter out there wants to have access, and they want to be able to just, I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night and I'm going to roll over and I'm going to print me out a sublimation print, and I'm going to sublimate. That's what the industry has turned into, accessibility. But with that accessibility comes responsibility. And you have to understand that there's 7 things that's going to make your sublimation project what it is. One of them is your printer. Okay. Most people that are getting involved in sublimation, they are not purchasing sublimation printers. And if you're brand new to the industry, you are probably following somebody who's saying, hey, you can use this printer. Or you may ask a very vague question, like a very blanket question, like, what's the best sublimation printer to start with?
Right.
Well, what you're doing is most people are converting printers. And those printers may work for a period of time, or they may work for what you wanted to do, but those are not sublimation printers. So the printer doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're not made for that type of ink. So that's why you see a lot of people have issues when they're printing sublimation, because they're not made for the ink.
As a matter of fact, just recently I saw in the same group that I follow, someone said, hey, well, what are you doing when you're not printing on your sublimation printer? What are you doing to keep it from getting clogged up? That's another issue. So the printer does matter. An actual sublimation printer is not going to clog as easily. Okay. Not saying it'll never clog, but it won't clog as easily because the ink that you're using is in the ink and the printer are married together, and the printer is made for that sublimation ink. Those print heads are made for the sublimation ink.
Yep.
So the clogging is not going to be as prevalent. Okay. So sublimation printer matters. Your ink matters to get that vibrant outcome, that vibrant look. Your paper matters. There's a lot of people who are using paper that has to have a cover sheet. That means that your paper is bleeding. It is leaking to your platen. Platen is right. Your heat platen is leaking. So now you have to use something to cover it up. That's going to matter. Okay. So printer matters, ink matters, paper matters. Then you got to know the correct pressure. You have to know the correct time, and you have to know the correct temperature. It's not a one size fits all. Sublimation is not a DTF transfer. It's not a screen print transfer. It's not HTV. It's none of those things. Okay. It's not a heat transfer patch. With every sublimation substrate, you may have to use a different temperature, a different time, and you're definitely going to have to use a different pressure.
Yep.
So when you do sublimation, you may do something that's metal, like this. This is metal. Okay, this is metal sublimation. You may do something like MDF wood. You may do something.
This is your MDF.
That's MDF wood. You may do something like a fabric, like a t-shirt, or you may do a pillowcase. Those are different fabrics, different surfaces, and also different thicknesses. So it's going to be important that you understand that you're not going to just jump out there and I'm saying, I'm going to do sublimation. I'm just going to use my pressure, the same pressure for everything. One size fits all. It does not work like that. Okay. I wish it did, but for the people out there who are out there trying to learn sublimation, I mean, for real, trying to learn it and trying to add it either to your catalog or you're trying to do some projects for your family, it's important to understand what sublimation is and how it works.
Yes. So So guys, welcome. It is $2 Sublimation Tuesday. What that means is you're going to go to the front of the page. You are going to scroll down to daily and weekly deals. You will see $2 Sublimation Tuesday. You're going to add 10 items from your cart, 10 items to your cart from that collection, and your transfers are going to be $2. Okay. Now, we also have another deal for you guys today. The Santa Sack transfers are $2. I believe they're $2.99 today. The Santa Sack transfers, $2.99. Before we leave, I'll go and get the Santa Sacks, and I'll show you guys what the transfers look like. Or just go to the website. You're gonna go to the holiday collection, and you will see the Santa Sack transfers. Those are $2.99 today. Okay, and also, y'all know that Black Friday is coming up. Okay, but what we are going to do today is we are going to give, for you guys that tune in all the time and you're here right now, we are going to give you access to the clearance section right now, and while we are live at 75% off. Okay, while we are live. Ooh. I just added some more things to the clearance section. 75% off. The price that you see right now on the website will be 75% off of that price while we are live. That is on the clearance collection. The clearance collection is all the way down to the bottom of the page. Okay, so while we're live, this 35, 40 minutes, you have access to the 75% off of the clearance collection. Okay, I wanted to give you guys access early because on Friday, when we activate it, a lot of that stuff is going to be gone. So those of you that always tune in to us, you have access to that clearance collection right now, 75% off. Go all the way down to the bottom of the page to the clearance. Okay. For the Santa Sack transfers, those are $2.99 today. Okay, $2.99. And then don't forget your $2 Tuesday. Make sure you put 10 items in your cart from the $2 Tuesday collection. So go and get your 75% off, and while we're live on your clearance.
So I just wanted to show you guys a couple of things that we do in sublimation, especially for the holidays. Now, this is a sequin pillowcase. Okay, and many of you won't know that we have sequin pillowcases because you're looking for one thing specifically, but you're not going through and looking at different things. Okay, so these are going to be gone. These are going to be gone after the 25th. They're going to be gone. So what's gone is gone. Like Dee said, we're not going to be ordering anything else. But the way this works, the white part has a poly coating on it. Okay. If you're interested in knowing how it works and how you're able to put it on here, the white part has a poly coating on it. Now, this backside also sublimates. Don't worry about the bleed I have on here, but the backside also sublimates. The backside is going to be white. It's a satin type feel, like a regular pillowcase on this side. So that side sublimates as well. So a lot of y'all have been missing out because you've been doing things that you are jumping in these groups and you're saying, hey, I want to do this challenge, to do that challenge. You're not doing things. A lot of people are not doing things, in my opinion, what makes sense to them and what's easy. Yep. This is going to be an easy win for anybody who's new to sublimation.
Yep.
This is an easy win right here, y'all.
Easy win. And that holiday collection, entire holiday collection, starting on Friday is going to be 50% off. Okay. And those are in the holiday collection. Okay. So 50% off the holiday collection for Black Friday. Also, we're going to have really good deals on our paper and our ink. Okay. Paper and ink. You're gonna, I believe it's, I'm not sure exactly what I said for the paper and the ink for the ink, but we're gonna have a deal on our ink, our sublimation ink as well. So we'll be posting some of those deals coming up.
So I see one person liked the video on Facebook. If you guys can like the video and share the video, I know we haven't jumped off the table and done any backflips just yet. But if y'all can like the video, share the video. If you're new to our platform, if it's your first time here, type a number 1 in the comments. Also, to everybody who has shared their location, we are located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. Thank you, TikTok. I appreciate it. We're located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. If you have not dropped your city and your state, please do so. Let us know where you guys are tuning in from. I see a lot of people jumping on. Karen, Wanda, Greg, how you doing? It's been a minute.
Hey, y'all.
Sharnetta, Sharon, how y'all doing? I missed some people. I got to scroll back up, guys. I missed some people. All the best marketing. Paula D.
Hey,
All right. Yeah. Okay.
So happy
Y'all in the house, Latrice.
Tuesday, y'all. Happy Tuesday. So it is $2 Sublimation Tuesday. Make sure you guys go and get your deal. Also, while we are live, 75% off of the clearance collection while we are live. You might want to go ahead and get those deals right now. Once we are done with the live, it will not be 75% off again until Black Friday, which is going to be Friday. So we giving you guys early access to the clearance collection. We just added a bunch more stuff in there. Thank you. We added some more things in there today, this morning in the clearance collection. 75% off. No code, no minimum. Just put what you want in the cart. All right.
So we got about 200 of the next item that I'm going to share with y'all. About 200, maybe give or take.
Yeah.
And this is going to be on sale probably on Black Friday as well. Yep. But it's already a nice price right now.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to be sharing with you right now is a stocking. Mm-hmm. So do me a favor, guys. Type a number 2 in the comments if you have pressed the stocking before. Type a number 2 in there if you have, or number 3 if you have not. I want to see who we talking to. Got a number 1, Arizona. Appreciate you. If you've never done the stocking before, type a number 2 in the comments. If you have, type a number 3. Did I say that wrong? No. If you have, type a 2. If you have not, type a 3. So the 3s are the no's, right? So now check this out. Don't make it complicated. Most of you are going to have small format presses, okay? Small format presses and small format printers. So don't make it complicated. The first thing you're going to want to do is you need a fabric ruler, okay? If you don't have a fabric ruler, you're just going to be estimating and guesstimating. You're going to be printing paper and making yourself mad, okay? I'm going to break this thing down for you so you can actually be successful while doing this stocking. On a 15 by 15 heat press, and all I did was put this down here because I know that my print is going to be bigger than my substrate. So I want to catch the extra ink right here, okay? I want to protect the bottom. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am not going to measure this stocking like it is. I'm going to flip it up. And I'm going to measure the stocking because I know that once I flip this down, I have this much space. So I'm only going to measure from here on down, okay? So I'll leave it down for now and I'll show you later on. So I'm going to measure from here on down. I'm going to show you guys how you can win with a small format printer and a small heat press, okay? Now, this may not make sense to you. We're going to see if we can make it make sense, all right? Now, it is going to be a little bit larger, but don't worry about that. I'm coming in at about 12 inches. I'm coming in about 12 inches in length from the fold of the stocking. I'm going to show y'all how y'all can win. If y'all want to win, I'm going to show you how you can win. Now, the next thing is the length is also about 12 inches, okay? That's if you're going to do a full press. Did you know with the small format printer, you can use a paper roll? Mm-hmm. Did y'all know that? Which means you can print longer. Also, we got 8.5 by 14 inch paper. You can use that as well, the small format printer.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't know that with these Epson printers, you can print as long as 47 inches long. You can do that. It's not limited to 8 to 14. The 8.5 by 14, you can go as long as 47 inches.
And the way you can go as long as 47 inches is 2 ways. One, you can tape your paper together. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Just got to be careful how you tape it and overlap it so you can get a good print, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. The other way is that you get a paper roll.
Yep.
We sell the paper rolls, 8.5 inch paper rolls in the back. You can get them. They are tacky, which means they stick when activated with the heat, Okay.
Yep.
So that's a one way you can win. Now, when you insert your paper roll when you insert the paper into your printer, it's not going to be strong enough to pull the roll. So you're going to have to measure your paper, cut it, then feed it in and let it set your settings, set your printer settings, feed it in, and then let it print.
Yeah, you're going to cut the roll to whatever you need. A lot of people use these, especially the 8.5. So it's 8.5 and it's 328 feet, right?
Yep.
So they use those paper rolls that like for graduation stalls or neckties, things like that. They just measure their graduation stall or their necktie, and then they cut it whatever that length is. And then, like I said, with Epson printers, you can print up to 47 inches long. Okay, it's just about setting the setting on your printer. A lot of people don't know that.
So now, for anybody who wants to win, I'm gonna show you how to manipulate this stocking with the oversized stocking and the undersized print. Okay, a couple of ways you can do this. One way is you can tape your paper together. I'm not having that class. I think it's ridiculous. There's people that teach it. I don't follow them. I think that it's best to go ahead and just get you a print. Okay, but I want you to think about what a traditional sock looks like. I want you to think about the toe and the heel. Okay, think about what a traditional sock looks like, and then you take that and you tape it off. Now, I would recommend you use heat tape. I'm just using this as an example right now. But you take it and you tape it off. I've just created my own space for my stocking. So now this stocking is no longer too long for me to press on. It's no longer too long for me to print on. I'm going to focus on this space right here. And I already measured it, but I'm going to measure it again for the people who are just coming on. I'm measuring just above the cuff. Okay, so I'm going to stick my ruler just above the cuff, because when I get ready to press it, I'm going to fold it up, press, and then fold it down. You won't even see it. So I'm going to go probably about a half an inch right above the cuff, and then I scroll and I go down to the longest part, which is 13 inches. So I'll go 13 1/4. Okay, so 13 1/4 inches. If I use a regular 8.5 by 14, I'll be able to print and I'll be able to press.
Rhonda, I'm not sure about sawgrass as far as how long you could print. I'm not sure.
But you can use our paper roll with sawgrass.
But you can use our paper roll. I would look at the specs of it, and it should be able to tell you how long you could print.
So can y'all see that? That's what I did. I put it to where I can actually print just for this side right here. Y'all with me? I hope that makes sense.
So you guys can use an 8.5 by 14 to do a stocking. It's not impossible.
So of course we got big printers. I'm not going to worry about that, but I am going to cut my paper as if I'm doing an 8.5 by 14. Okay, just so you guys can see how it kind of looks. Questions or comments? We're here for you, y'all.
So today is $2 Sublimation Tuesday, y'all. You're going to go down to the bottom of the page, daily and weekly deals. You're going to go to the $2 Sublimate $2 Tuesday collection. You're going to add 10 items to your cart, okay? When you get to 10, they're going to slash to $2. Also, in the holiday collection, we have Santa Sack Transfers for $2.99, okay? And while we are live, the clearance collection is 75% off. 75% off of the clearance collection while we are live. You guys might want to go in there. I added some more stuff in there today. You might want to go check it out, because Friday when we activate it, a lot of the stuff is most likely going to be gone.
Well, how about you do this? Because a lot of people are not going to want to stop. How about you keep it active until about 12:30?
Until 12:30.
12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So 12:30.
It'll be activated, okay?
75% off until 12:30. All right. Eastern Standard Time from the clearance collection.
So this is about 8 inches wide, okay? Remember, you're not going to be able to print. You can print the full sheet anyway, but this is about 8 inches wide, okay? So now, what I'm going to do is...
That's better, Darlene. Eric took care of y'all. So yeah, to 12, what's that, 12:30?
12:30.
To 12:30, y'all can get y'all 75% off, all right?
So you have an hour technically after the live is over to go ahead and shop. So now, I want you guys to see this, and I'm going to fold this cuff up, but this is going to cover the entire stocking on the bottom. Okay, that's what we're worried about. That's what we're concerned about, right? Cool. Okay, you're welcome. So now, I am going to make it easy for you. I'm going to flip this up because you can put the child's name here.
Mm-hmm.
You can put certain designs here. You can just trick this thing out, man. Trick it out. Y'all are crafters, right? Be creative. Now I have my heat press set. For 385 degrees. We're using the blank spot sublimation paper, and I have it set for 55 seconds. Now I don't have to go 385. I can go 375. I can actually go 50 seconds. This is a great vibrant substrate, but we've used it before. The one thing you want to make sure of on your 15 by 15 is that you make sure that you have your substrate on your heat press, touching your heat press. So that means that you're going to have to make sure you adjust it, okay? Because I know that I have the length of the cuff, I don't have to worry about anything. I have at least the length of the cuff to actually secure my pressing space, okay? So now, what I'm going to do, if you need to, definitely tape it down. Don't always follow what I do. I don't like taping, but if you have to tape it down. You definitely want to make sure you overlap, meaning that you don't want to make your transfer the exact size of your pressing space. If not, you're gonna have some white space. You're gonna be mad. All right, I get that a lot. I see people that are upset a lot because they're trying to do exact presses, exact prints. Okay, so if you guys are brand new to the platform, type of number 1. If it's your first time, type of number 1. Also, if you're new to sublimation, type of number 1. All right. This is the blank spot. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. I'm pressing, man. I'm pressing 385 for 55 seconds. All right.
It is $2 Sublimation Tuesday, y'all.
I just want to show you guys just how easy it is. You can use whatever print you want. So if you want to go on Google and find you a print that's going to be compatible to what you want, then you can go on there. You can find you a nice print. I would just recommend you search for a transparent PNG with a high DPI, maybe 300 DPI.
Yeah, 300 or better.
300
DPI.
or better DPI.
Yep.
Transparent, something with high resolution, transparent PNG. And you can do what I'm doing right now. It's not going to be hard. I taped it off so you don't have to worry about the other side. Now, when you look at the toe part, you can do the toe whatever color you want.
Yep.
Same thing with the heel. You can take the toe and the heel, and you can block that off.
Yep.
That's all I did was block it off. This is gonna help you to win with a small format printer and a small format press. Okay. Now I'm going to show you something, or D's going to show you something. This is the original in one hand, and the other hand.
Y'all see that ink release? That's the result of our amazing sublimation paper, right? Ink release is amazing. All right. We are rebranding our sublimation paper. Right now, it is at 30% off. The packs, 30% off.
So you definitely want to use heat tape. Don't be an Eric. Use some heat tape to protect that, because that heat tape will block that ink off. Okay. We also sell heat tape on our website as well.
Yep.
It does not stain. Y'all got me crafting. I can't believe it.
Sheila say, yes, man. The paper is amazing. Thank you, Sheila. We got a great deal coming up on the paper on Friday, but right now it's at 30%. So if it's at 30% now, so y'all can just imagine what it's going to be at on Friday, right? So make sure you guys are ready. And don't forget that 75% off of the clearance collection until 12:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, I'm just doing something. Don't mind me, y'all. So now, remember, you do have the ink on your substrate. You want to make sure you protect the top of your heat press. Now, I know I have Teflon on here. I don't have Teflon on here because my paper bleeds. I have Teflon on here because I didn't protect my heat press, and I got some DTF crap on there. So protect the heat press, protect the heat press, protect the heat press.
And you could do that with butcher paper or parchment paper.
So I'm putting this here because if I don't, the ink is going to transfer to the Teflon. Then I'm going to have to take the Teflon and clean it, okay? So I'm just covering this up. I'm going to press again. Now I'm focusing on the toe, okay? Now I'm focusing on the toe. So I'm going to have to adjust this a tad bit.
And so like Eric said, what he's doing is he's showing you guys how you can use your 8.5 by 14 paper with these big stockings. By taping off the toe part, you can make the toe part one color, the heel one color. He's just gonna piece it, put it together just so you guys can see that you're able to do it.
Yeah, maybe you want to do a generic, or a traditional like red, right? You want to do a traditional red, and that's something that you decide you want to do. Okay, I like using these little buddies right here. So I'm going to use I got Stitch. So I'm just going to put Stitch on the toe. Now it's not going to be a full toe, but don't worry about it. I'm doing it like that on purpose, just to give you guys an idea of what I'm doing. Protecting my heat press with my butcher paper, and then I'm going to press it again. 385 for 55 seconds. Questions or comments? What's going on, Mike? Western New York? Yeah, definitely. I think Stevie's up there too. Yeah, don't forget to protect that heat press. And if you happen to forget to protect the heat press, guys, it's not a deal breaker. You can use this like an oven, okay? Take something that's not going to be scratched, something that's not going to be hard, and you can actually clean it off, or you can keep on heating it up and using either butcher paper or like an old substrate to get that excess of ink off. But you can use alcohol wipes to clean it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it and burn yourself, okay? So you got to be careful.
Be careful. Be careful.
So thank y'all for jumping on. I know y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all decided to see what we had going on today. Happy holidays to everybody in advance, because we know we're not going to be able to talk to everyone. This is why I put that butcher paper on there. You see that transfer? It's going to have transfer on there. So I stopped that from hitting my heat press, okay? That's why I did that. That's for all the people who are new. And no, it's not supposed to be square. That's not the idea, but you get the idea. Hopefully you get the idea. Maybe you put a solid color here. Maybe you blend something in. I'm not a designer, okay? But this is what I did. So one last thing I'm going to do as I flip this down. And I want y'all to see this. Can you see how this fades into? There you go. All right. So now I'm just going to take something and put right on here. But you see how that looks hidden? It looks like it blends right through, right? So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take something and I'm going to place it on top. Y'all can do the same thing. However you want to do it, you can do it. Doesn't really matter. You can do a full bleed or you can do a partial. The biggest thing is you want to work with these seams. These seams right here or anything that's going to stop you from getting the even press. You want to try to see if you can have it hanging off, or possibly put a piece of
You can put
foam
a piece of foam or something
inside
in
here.
there, yeah.
Okay. Can I do my own print on your gang sheet? Absolutely.
You sure can.
Absolutely.
So all you have to do for custom sublimation gang sheets is you're going to go down the page. You will see sublimation. Then you will see our sublimation gang sheet, our sublimation gang sheet collection. All you have to do is go in there and you're going to choose your gang sheet size. We print anywhere. We print up to 44 inches wide. Our biggest gang sheet is 44 by 60. Okay. You can go in there. Once you get in there and click on your gang sheet size, it's going to bring you to the designer. Once you get to the designer, you are going to be able to add your own images and size your own images. You can put as many as you like on that sheet. Okay. Make sure you size them and we will ship it right on over to you. You can also use our designs for our sublimation gang sheets. Okay. All you got to do is go down the page to sublimation. You will see sublimation gang sheet builder. Does it have to be seamless? No, you can do whatever you want on it.
Yeah, you can do whatever.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. It does not have to be seamless.
So I just put a pad in here just to kind of give me some leverage, kind of boost it up. You know, that little strap right here is on there, so that can actually get in your way. So you want to be careful about that.
Yep. Somebody said looks good, or you could also use another process. Embroider Merry Christmas. Yep. You can embroider Merry Christmas on there. You sure can.
If you have the ability. Now, you know, we're dealing with a lot of people who are new.
Or
so they may not have that.
Or you can put a patch on there.
You can put a patch on
it.
You
heat transfer patch.
You can put the heat transfer letters on there. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do.
Yep.
If you are in that field and you're doing it, absolutely. You can put anything on.
Yep.
Put anything on.
So we are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. Our t-shirt transfers are sublimation, screen print, patches, and rhinestones. That's what we deal in. Okay. Sublimation, full color, single color screen print, rhinestone transfers, and patches. That's what we do.
So guys, if you're just jumping on, this is the blank spot. Like Dee said, we're sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. Today, we're doing $2 Sublimation Tuesday. And I want to show you just how easy it is to manipulate your tools, your supplies. You want to be able to use things at home for yourself. You don't want to use us. That's cool. We just showed you how you can actually get by with the equipment that you have. Maybe you want to purchase our paper, our ink. Maybe you want to use some of our supplies, or maybe you want to do your own printing. Okay. Whatever the case, you can do larger projects, but you have to understand looking at it differently.
Yep.
All right. A traditional looking sock with the toe and the heel would be cool because you can tape off the toe, you can tape off the heel, do those different colors, and then throw your main thing in the middle.
Yeah, Paula says she used our letter patches on Christmas stocking. Very unique. Yeah, we have the letter chenille patches, so you can put the initial or something like that. Rhonda said their products are well worth it. Thank you, Rhonda. All right, guys.
Now remember, I'm not a designer, and this was just a quick.
So here you go.
A quick out of the box idea. Okay.
So guys, you can be really creative. These stockings, they are so soft and durable. So you guys can be really, really creative with these stockings. Okay. These will be on the Black Friday sale coming up on Friday. Okay. Today is $2 Sublimation Tuesday. All things sublimation. So the deal that we have today, of course, is your two for $2. Okay. Along with your 2 for $2, we are giving you guys early access to our 75% off clearance collection until 12/30. Okay, so 75% off the clearance collection. Clearance collection is all the way at the bottom of the page. No code, no minimum. We just added some more stuff in there this morning. Okay, so 75% off the clearance, and also the Santa Sack transfers, they are $2.99 today. $2.99. All right.
So if you guys are new and you have not come over here or missing out. A lot of people don't know what all they can actually do. A lot of people, hey, you know what, I want to start doing this. I'm kind of interested, or maybe I'm a little nervous to get started doing things. It's not a problem. Like D said, there is going to be a possibility that you may make a mistake.
Yes.
Okay. Embrace that mistake, because that mistake is going to be the thing that helps you to get better. Okay. That mistake is going to be the thing that helps you to get better. If you're looking to get a home run every time or the first time, it may not happen. And it's okay. But you just got to remember that the more you do it and the more you get used to it, especially with sublimation, the better it's going to be. All right. So we're going to address any questions, guys, any questions that you may have.
She said, I'm missing out. I like your energy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, hey,
so
guys.
Yeah, what questions do you guys have? Today is $2 Sublimation Tuesday. Go in there, get all your sublimation transfers. 2 for $2. Just make sure you put 10 in the cart from the $2 Tuesday collection.
Tell them how to get to the collection again.
In order to get to the collection, you're going to go to the website. You're going to go to the website. Once you go to the website, you are going to scroll down, until you see daily and weekly deals. When you get to daily and weekly deals, you're going to look for $2 Tuesday. That's the collection that you need to be in. You're going to add 10 items from there, and then they're going to slash to $2. Okay. So if you don't know what we offer, we are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. Sublimation is our baby. We have sublimation blanks, sublimation transfers, gang sheets, screen print transfers, heat transfer patches, rhinestone transfers. That's what we do. But you can see everything on the website. Okay. Everything on the website.
And definitely take some time to go to the website, because it may be something else that you want to get involved in. You may want some of our sublimation gang sheets.
Yep.
You may want some of our transfers, some of our oversized transfers. Do you have Christmas sublimation for 20 ounce? Yes, we do, Karen. Absolutely.
We have a bunch of Christmas tumbler transfers on there right now, Karen. 2 for $2. Okay. So our biggest gang sheet is 44 by 40 inches. 44 by 60. 44 by 60. All right. So guys, we're trying to get away. We're trying to get away. And I know you're new, Karen, but we're trying to get away from showing all these pictures. Yeah.
We want you guys to go to the website. We're trying to get away from showing all of what we have. I know traditionally a lot of people on social media, a lot of companies on social media they'll take the time and they'll say, hey, look at my stuff. But guys, we got a website. So you can look at that stuff as much as you want. We got stuff.
My bad. I'm at work hiding in the bathroom. Be careful. It's okay. You can ask the question, no problem. But listen, we can't help you now if you get fired. So listen, go ahead and get that information and get on back to work. Yes, 44 by 60 is our biggest gang sheet.
So we have Christmas.
AI? What is that? Is that
That's AI saying, hey, suggest whatever.
Oh, okay.
So we have sublimation tumbler wraps for Christmas.
Yep.
We have holiday wraps. We have we have the buffalo. We have buffalo.
Yeah, buffalo plaid. It's a lot of Christmas tumbler wraps and stuff in there, guys. You also know that it is football season. There's a lot of football. There's basketball that you can get. Y'all know basketball is starting up, so you can get your basketball sublimation transfers in there. And again, I'll keep saying this. Y'all gonna be like, oh, I missed it. 75% off of the clearance collection until 12:30
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
So take advantage of it, guys. We're trying to do a couple of things here. We want to keep you guys interested, but we also want you to understand that we know that the economy is taking a lot of people for a loop, and you're business owners. You still want to have the room to make money. You still want to have the room to make a good profit, and that's what we're here for. So definitely check us out.
Yep.
Go and hit up the website, theblanksspot.com. Don't forget 2 S's.
Yep.
Theblanksspot.com. If you're going to participate in $2 Sublimation Tuesday, scroll down to the bottom. Weekly and daily deals. That's a collection you want to see. You're going to see $2 Tuesday.
Yep.
Put at least 10 in your shopping cart. If you want anything else, the clearance, like she said, 75% off until 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Standard sack transfers, $2.99 in the holiday collection.
Got lots of other holiday transfers that are reasonably priced. Affordability, guys, is what we actually try to focus on. So if that's all, we appreciate you guys for coming in.
Yep.
We know you guys could have been anywhere else. Thank you for all of the support. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our goal is to get 10,000 YouTube subscribers before the end of the year. We're at about 7,400 right now. So we need a little less than 2,600 subscribers. We got over 80,000 subscribers on our Facebook, guys. We're trying to get to 100,000 before the end of the year. We don't care about TikTok. Nothing against the people that's on TikTok.
Right.
But I need y'all to come over to these real platforms that we're doing our business on.
We need y'all on Instagram and YouTube.
We're struggling. So
yeah. And Facebook. Yeah, Rhonda, this is sublimation. We sublimated on this. This is one of our Christmas transfers. So yes, this is sublimation. It was white and we sublimated on it. We even sublimated on the back.
Yeah, that sequin has a poly coating on it.
Yeah, that is sublimation.
Yeah, it has a poly coating. So as long as it's a light color, it's gonna show up. A silver is gonna show up. Things like that's gonna show up. So
all right. Anyway, well, thank y'all so much for joining us.
Like I always say, guys, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. We'll see each and every one of you guys at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom.
Talk to y'all later.
Peace.